Okay, we are now in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and this is an absolutely beautiful city. And I am in front of the Legislature Building, which is the home of the Canadian Confederation. There it is right there. However, as you can see, there is lots of construction going on. Now, I, of course, been taking a lot of photos of legislature buildings in the different provinces, and you know everybody loves the one in Winnipeg and the one in Regina, and of course there's a lot of construction going on, and I really want to find out more about what's going on. And I just happened to bump into a lovely lady named Sara, and Sara is right here. Okay, Sara, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Let's go in the shade where it's a bit more comfortable.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in the shade, and actually, before I introduce Sara, okay, I just wanted to show you that there's a nice mural, or it's actually a banner against a fence that shows that this is the actual birthplace of Confederation of Canada. And so I will just want to get back to Sara here. And Sara, what exactly happened? I just kind of popped out of the car, and what did I ask you?
Well, you asked me about this building, and you also asked me which was the front of the building, which is difficult because the two sides are almost identical. But when we look at photographs of the Fathers of Confederation when they were here for that first meeting, we can see that they were actually at this entrance behind us here.
I know, because I actually, when I went to find out the exact address and plugged it into my GPS, it brought me to this exact address.
Yes. So here we are. It's a huge project. It's going to take years to complete, but this is a National Historic Site, and it's of significance to just about everybody in Canada. So it's unfortunate that we have visitors coming this time of year who aren't able to go in, but there is a virtual tour set up so that people can go and walk through and see how it was before they started all the renovations.
That's great. Sara, how long have you been living in Charlottetown?
I've been living here for 39 years.
39. And what's it like living in Charlottetown?
I'm still here, so I guess it's okay.
That's great. And now you said that you were part of the community college?
Yes.
And what's your role at the community college?
I'm the media and communications officer, but I'm not doing it under those auspices either. I just happen to be walking by.
That's right. You're just a private citizen. I've asked you a few questions.
Yes.
That's it. And what else would you like to tell the audience that's listening?
Well, it's too bad you can't come into Province House, but there's lots of other cool things to see on PEI. And actually, I've written a book.
Oh, well, let's hear about it.
I've written a book about British home children. So they were children that were brought to Canada between 1867 and 1930, and they were used as domestic servants and farm laborers. So I studied a group of 200 that were brought to Prince Edward Island between 1893 and 1930. And 2/3 of them were boys. The average age was 10 and a half. And they were taken from the city streets of Birmingham and brought to Prince Edward Island. So it was quite a traumatic experience for them.
I bet.
So I researched over 1,000 records at Library and Archives Canada that describes in detail each child's life while they were here. And most of them never got to go home again. They never saw their families again.
Wow. Now, I mean, I can hear from your accent that you are from England. Mm-hmm. And are you actually from Birmingham?
No.
Where are you from in England?
I was born in Lancashire, but my father was in the Royal Air Force, so we moved around a lot. So I have a mongrel accent. And then I married a Newfoundlander, so
there
it's
you
only,
go. Well, I'm on my way to Newfoundland a little later on today.
Lovely.
Anyway, is there any other particular points of interest that I should visit in PEI?
Confederation Centre of the Arts usually has some interesting exhibits, and that's just right behind this building.
Oh, okay, great.
And if you go down to the end of Great George Street, the way they did the streetscape was to make it look as close as it possibly could to how it looked when the Fathers of Confederation docked and walked up to Province House.
Oh, wow. Okay, and is this Province House that we're...
This is Province House.
So it's not actually called the Legislature, it's called Province House.
It's called Province House, but it is the provincial legislature.
Well, that's really great news and very good information. And Sara, I just want to thank you so much
you're welcome.
For all that information. And I hope you have a great summer, the rest of the summer, and I'm going to have to look up your book.
And you have a safe trip.
Okay, thank you very much.